Elspeth is a nice draw. She's not like, absolutely game-winning already, but she provides nice pressure. Well, I appreciate a fellow man of culture. Alright, that was super cool. Yes. Hello. If I played Intrude on the mind, I would get better trade, better everything, but if he has insanely good card, I might lose the game on the spot. Alright, that's a weird one. If we are going all in, we are going all in, because they don't have great ways to... Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today I'm extremely excited to share this deck with you, because it's Jeskai, but it's fully rotation proof. We don't even play the lands, alright? We are going hard on this future standard thing, and you know what? We ranked up with this one already, so it seems that it's already amazing deck that only gets better as the rotation happens. So honestly, it also feels super fresh, because you will see Intrude on the mind, there will be some misplays, it will be hilarious, you will learn something, and also with Helix, Normalize 3 steps ahead. Basically, Jeskai doesn't really lose much. Like, Helix is already insane against the aggro decks. Normalize is just extremely versatile, and we're keeping Jace because I wanted to make it as competitive as possible in the future standard. And I'll be honest, after playing with this deck, I'm actually really excited for the future standard. It felt great, and man, I had so much fun. And if you think that's worth something, that we took the bullet and used this version in the current standard with all the bombs, I would be delighted to have you on the channel. So let's go into action and enjoy, guys. Right, guys, going first, and you know what? I love this hand. We go this into this probably. We'll see. Maybe we go double tap land because we have kinda the luxury to do it. I really want this one first because we have the coast that can be untapped if we hit something right. This is a good card. I don't know the matchup, but if that's a bad card for the matchup, we can probably cycle it at some point. White. It might mean Talia. So I honestly think we go with this one. This gives us better selection for... Yep, let's take it. Because we need probably at least one untapped land. They're all tapped in different weird ways. But this allows us to start counter-spelling. So now the next step is next step. Oh man, this is such an insanely good card. I wish I could play it, but it's not in standard for me, alright? So this is Orzhov. At least. We have more counter spells. If they don't play blue, and this was my whole plan. Alright, it hurts me. It really hurts me. But Celestus is an incredibly good card. Especially for Orzhov that normally doesn't have this kind of selection. Elspeth is a nice draw. She's not like, absolutely game winning already, but she provides nice pressure while we can, draw better cards. Well, I appreciate a fellow man of culture. Alright, that was super cool. So I can just kill her. Yeah, it is nice. I never expected this. This will be a little bit awkward. Because I kinda have to... Yeah, I have to kill her right now. This means we get a little bit lower value than I expected, but you know what? It's worth it. Also, the lifelink will be sweet. Listen, soldier, and this is the advantage we got from being on the play. If he was on the play, we would be defending right now. So you can see like how huge of a deal it is. And right now he needs to fight against Elspeth because he just lost hers just by being on the draw. Wedding announcement. Well, our opponent has all the cards that we don't. Alright, but with wedding announcement, I actually don't mind it. He's nearly out of value and I wanted to lock down anyway. And this is a perfect target for me. I could quick study, but what if I miss? They can draw one single card. I honestly don't think it's a problem. Alright, that's a decent draw. I probably don't... Man, it's surprisingly how less lands you need when you don't play Memory Deluge. Suddenly, having 7 lands is not super important. But you know what? I enjoy it. I think it's pretty cool. If they want to draw a card, they need to lose a creature as well. Let's go for the lifelinker so they cannot buff it in any way. They don't have Elspeth, but if they play one, they probably play more. A dog. Well, this is a good card. provide some pressure, but fortunately we will lock down. I wonder if we Sunfall maybe. Like, they don't seem to have real creatures anyway. Alright, land. Yeah, I think we actually will Sunfall this, just because it gives us very nice creature. Extra card. Okay, extremely strong draw. Man, with this I'm considering not going Sunfall. Alright, we have this game, alright? We are winning this game if we don't mess it up. So how do we do it? If I put make a +1, we get basically 1 extra turn, but they will also get 1 extra card, so it's not worth it. I probably want lockdown. Yeah, I think we go lockdown. Yeah, this is very good play. I like it. Everything aligns perfectly. I have 2 more basics, right? So they go Demolition Field, we still have the mana. Now we can go this, and we have 2 different counter spells. If they go for something super strong like Kaya, we normalize it, and that's insanely good deal for us. If they go for something cheap like Jace, Jace, the Orzhov version of Jace, right? Oh, that's awkward. He's getting too much value from this. I have to counter it. I will try to solve whatever he will play into the battlefield differently. I cannot allow him to draw 2 extra cards for free. Orzhov doesn't have good card draw, and you need to punish it as hard as possible. We play blue, so we have we have better matchup against control decks, and this is the upside of playing blue. All right. So what do we go for? I think we go Intrude on the mind, and we try to defend a little bit. We can go for the long game because our deck is better. Like, during the game, you generally need to assign who is playing the better deck. Okay, so I can go... well, let's take the mana first and then think. I will take the plains. We'll finish the thought, don't you worry. I'm usually having so many thoughts at one time that I cannot finish any of them. Alright, let's make a stop, just in case. Alright, so you need to identify who is playing the better deck long term, because if you are the long term player, he needs to kill you. If he's playing the long term deck, you need to kill him as soon as possible, and then you adjust the gameplay to, you know, this information. So we could go for right now this, and we still have, well, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. We cannot let the guard down for any moment here. They can draw 1 card with Wedding Announcement, which is good for them. However, okay, do you think they have something crazy like Kaya? Because we can actually get board advantage if we play this. Or we can just go, okay, I don't need to be greedy. So I'm losing right now huge amounts of value just to make sure that he cannot resolve a spell. You know, we are educational here on the channel. If I played Intrude on the mind, I would get better trade, better everything, but if he has insanely good card, I might lose the game on the spot. Alright, that's a weird one. So if I get the Sunfall, it's okay here. It's not a dead card. I get a 4/4. I probably want a Scryland. So then he will give me this. Yeah, let's go like this. That was not exactly the value I was hoping for, but we'll see. Honestly, Sunfall isn't a bad deal for him. Like, yeah. But I still get a 4/4 with potentially lifelink, so that's pretty huge. Let's play land. You know what? I like this. Because I also have another Elspeth. For some reason, I always think that -2 has a lifelink, man. I don't know, don't ask me. And we could play Elspeth. I probably just want counter spell. I would still go for this play because I want to threaten lethal at some point. We didn't draw a single Jace, so it will take a very long time to kill them this way. And I think we just keep 3 steps ahead. See? This is why we're keeping counter spells. I mean, yeah, this is a removal. We cannot allow it. How much mana do I have? So 5? I lack 1 mana for the token. You know what? It's not bad, right? Listen, I'm going with it. I don't know if that's the best play, but it's so cool. I've never made this play. I need to make it right now. Oh, I thought he has 2 counters, and it would be a 4-4, but it actually, all of the top tier value is from counter. Yeah, it's a 0-0. I thought it's only having counters from Elspeth, and that's fine, alright? It's fine. It's all amazing. Still, we don't mind it. We got a good card here. So with Intrude on the mind, we actually don't need to do anything. I actually think that maybe we can make some cool split, like 5-0 for the top tier. Let me think it through. Yeah, 6 damage is okay. They cannot really burst us, so we can absolutely ignore it. Lockdown, sure. See? Good that we didn't go for Intrude on the mind. And now we can make an... Well, that's a strong one. But fortunately we can create a creature at dance step. If they go for -3, let's see what they hit. This is kinda important. They might hit Wedding Announcement. Fortress. An interesting one, but probably not. Honestly, the creature is right now amazingly important. Oh man, probably like this. 2 loyalty, so both of the tokens kill Elspeth, so that's not a problem. It's just about this fortress, so he can live game. Anchorage gives way more damage. Alright, so right now what we will get? We will get the Helix and Anchorage, I think. And that's okay. And the 3-3? I love it. This one is... okay, maybe we will get this one then. But it's still 3 cards. The lockdown is not amazing. 3 dead cards. Lockdown is worth absolutely nothing. So then we get this. And the 3-3. If we get this, man, this is such a fun card. You actually can make so many decisions here, and the value you are getting from the card is different depending who plays it. So the better player you are, the better the card gets. Right now, we get Helix. Helix is not very good. Honestly, the Anchorage seems like a best card here. Okay, man, my brain is melting. So in this case, we'll get what? We'll probably get the Anchorage. And the 3-2. You know what? I think this is the best. Can we switch this and this? Because I want the better land. Yeah, this is the I think this is a really good split. I wonder what he will take. And by the amount of time your opponent is thinking, you can know how good split you make. Because if you made a bad split, for a good player, a decision is super easy. Like, he knows which pile is better. But if you made a razor thin, exact equal piles, he actually will fight the same battle as you just did. Because what we are doing with this card is basically we are trying to make his play, and we decide if we are happy with the result, and then you rinse and repeat. And man, we got the 3 cards. That's nice. I think we will go with the Helix here then. Can I kill him? I can deal 5 extra damage. That's probably not good enough. Alright. This deals 2 damage, right? No, it deals 1 because it's a shield counter, not a +1. So I think we kill Elspeth. We kinda have to. Well, we deal more damage if we do it this way. Because we only need 2 damage, so let's not, overkill it. We kill Elspeth and we try to prepare more for the next turn. This way we have more soldiers, and we start building our advantage. And we need Surveyor because our next top deck is super important. You know what? This is normally not a good card. You want card draw, but in this situation, I think this can be enough to win. I don't think he expects it. And Lockdown, of course, fully dead card. Sunfalls will probably be useful at some point. He plays creatures, like he's using creatures to card draw, basically. Like Wedding Announcement, Companions. Elspeth, in some way she gives value. Alright. Oh, I appreciate it. Oh, let's go. Okay, I managed to do it. That was a great game, man. I hope future standard looks exactly like this. Alright, we're going first, and you know what? Consider me excited for this one, because we have double Helix, which means that we shouldn't die to aggro. And you know that we are playing against the aggro. And you know what? Normally, I'm not the first person that enjoys missing land drops, but with this draw, we can basically play 3 turns in a row. So, hopefully, we will have enough time. And because Lightning Helix deals more than it costs, we can actually... Oh! Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Hello. You know what? Whenever you play against red deck, you need to teach them to not always attack, alright? So we do it so they get, you know, subconscious fear of attacking. That's our long-term play. Alright, 21. We will miss land drops like crazy, it seems, but because we have those 3 cards, we can actually still play the game, which is kinda awesome. So, yeah, this will be 3 damage a turn, but it's not much. We don't care. Cool. 3 damage is not what they want. So I could kill this, but then we don't do anything. And if we draw a land, so we have already double white, we don't need to lock down right now. However, well, you know what, I think it's one more time. I'm not sure, man, if I lock down right now, are they even... Alright, I shouldn't be so greedy. The problem is that I cannot cast counter spells, so it might waste no more lives. But I think it's probably still worth it, especially that we have Jace, so if there will be no pressure, of course there will be. Oh my god. Okay, this is the Emperor turn, and I'm lacking something. So, honestly, we could just go with Jace. And draw a card. That's a hard one. Because with those cards, with those 2 cards, we are really ahead. I think we just try to stall, we take all the burn to the face, and we wait until Intrude on the Mind can be cast. Man, I love this card so much you cannot imagine. It's all, like nearly as much as Celestus that isn't here. You know what? Let's go. They might burn in response, trying to be super smart. Alright, and with this we won. Man, I tell you, we are already beating standard with this one. Like, no joke, this deck feels amazing. Alright. And with this, man, we will also force them to play Magic. That's crazy. They never tried before. Aw, that's so cute. You dealt 1 damage. Oh, I don't like this version at all. I don't think it's good. Alright, let's go for Intrude on the Mind, and our opponent might scoop because he doesn't want to, you know, start the apparatus, basically. So, I think we go like this. He won't... oh, this is the... What? Oh, he sees everything, right? Just to make sure. Of course, he needs to choose one. So I think this is good split. So we will get this one and a 3-3. And now we get which one? Now we get this one and 3-3. I prefer Get Lost over Normalize here. Yeah, man, this is amazing. This feels absolutely amazing. Just destroying Monolith. And we remember their opening? Kumano into Slickshot. It was no joke. Whoa, I got 3 cards. Man, he doesn't realize how important this land is. And Normalize is still okay. Like, it's not a dead card by any means. Listen, I really want to see how you win. We have 4 counter spells, man. Oh man, yeah, like you don't need to tap out, because if you tap out, there are some risks involved. If you just keep your hand like this, they are losing more and more every single turn. So let's go for this one. I don't see, you know, the Helix, so we probably will go with this one because that enables all the Jeskai mana. I don't know the matchup. I already have 1 lockdown. Listen, I will be risky. If we're against aggro, it's still okay, because we have this one, and our deck is pretty good at defending against the aggro. And if that's a control deck, that was insanely good Scry. Or really Surf Veil. Our opponent is taking a lot of time for the simplest decision of the game, so... You know it's mono blue, I guess. Alright, I didn't expect this one, to be honest. I really think we need to take this turn off. 2-drop is not something that is super scary. I don't know exactly if that's a Zoris or mono blue. It feels like mono blue because they're tanking a long time over every decision. So yeah, I think this is mono blue. Alright. Okay, and in this way, man, I actually would love to cast it. Okay, I have some plays in my mind. I can normalize their Gene. Is that good? This, like, generally it's a good card. But it's very slow. I'm not sure how much time we have. I will risk it. If I don't get it, it's fine. Impulse is okay. So I hope they will risk all in on Gene. Then we counter it. Then we play land and play Jace. And they cannot remove it. And then we just need to protect Jace. That's my game plan. Sure. I wonder if that was a check. Unfortunately, that means no Gene, and they will hold the counter spell for 2 mana. So, you know, there is that. That means probably I don't want to play Jace. I want to quick start a Dance Step most likely. They will, for 2 mana they cannot get card advantage. They can only cycle cards basically, so for 1 and 2 mana you don't need to counter spell anything. See, they're basically just cycling a lot of stuff. It will make their draw good, but other than this, and I can get this countered because that means I can play Jace. So let's see, if they go for the counter spell, I think it will be countered, but oh man, please land. Okay, you know what, I'll take the tap land at this point. This was incredible. I need more lands. I actually need more lands, man. Because if we get all those counter spells, we can actually out counter spell them. On turn 5 we need to be ready for, you know, that's fine. I could actually go for Intrude on the mind thanks to this. But I don't think I will. I don't think it's worth it. Let's go for white mana. Yeah, we have a lot of white spells. Like, it will definitely help with Normalize. If they cast something, we still have mana in the pool. Alright, 4. So we are kinda both chilling, because we both assume that our deck is a little bit better. And one of us is wrong. To be absolutely honest, I think the longer the game goes, it goes into their favor, because their whole deck is counter spells, basically. For us, it's just, what, 8 of them? I think we play 8. Alright, what about this one? No maximum hand size can be a problem. This can be a huge problem. Listen, will you tap out? That's my real question. Will you tap out fully? He will. And so we don't. I originally wanted to counter spell it anyway with 3 steps ahead, but because I'm bad at Magic, I don't have enough blue mana. So it's okay. It's okay. As long as we get them tapped and we can play Jace. This 1 mana is not perfect, but you know, we will take it. And I keep 3 steps ahead. Like, we will cycle for 5 mana, hopefully. Hopefully. And listen, if we are going all in, we are going all in. Because they don't have great ways to... By the way, they have so many cards. Let's plus. I really want to make sure that this becomes extremely threatening. I mean, quickly. This will also force them to play more aggressively instead of just chilling. So generally this deck doesn't have an answer to this. Their only answer is Gene, basically. Alright, it won't get haste, right? Alright, this is a little bit annoying, because if I fire Victor, they will counter it. I don't have good plays against it, unfortunately. 4. I just need 4 cards in my hand. Alright, let's see the next draw. Nothing changed, so they shouldn't target Jace. What about this one? We generally really need a lot of mana. But we also need removal, like Get Lost or something. So I think we go like this. I could mill them for a lot of cards. But that doesn't solve too much. So they will probably try to play a Dance Step, and that's when we need to kill the Gene, I think. This will be a hard game. I'm not sure if we can win this. It all depends how much, like how greedy they will be, and how many misplays they will make, and what are the cards in their hand. And with the discount, it will be hard to get them, you know, out of counter spells. I can go like 1 level ahead where he thinks we can. So for example, if he just taps and basically does nothing, hits Jace for 3, I think he's in an extremely good spot. But we'll see. They usually are way more greedy than they should be. Oh, it's going not perfect. Alright, let's see. I still have 4 fires of victory. Let's counter it, because that is a big deal. I want to keep them in check a little bit. And they will probably counter, but we have enough mana, so they need a better counter spell, you know, like a negate. Negate is extremely good, so if they have it, this will be rough. Because I need to kill Jin, and I need to somehow, you know, mill him. Oh my god, of course he does. Of course he does have it. Okay, this is my last play. If they counter this one as well, I think we're out. I don't think we can beat all of this. Yep, they have another. They stacked enough. And this is what I'm saying, like, in the end, they will have more and cheaper counter spells, especially with this. You know what? This is not the worst. I expected something worse. But the cards they are getting are super, like, huge amount, man. But you know what? We could just go for Jace right now for 7 and mill 21 cards. That means every Jace is lethal. It's probably our best bet, you know? And I wish Jace... Oh, it's an artifactor creature, not a planeswalker. Because if we could, you know, somehow make... like, I have already this idea of Tamiyo, like the Simic Tamiyo, copying Jace from the graveyard, so it's a token, then you can minus it to 1, so it stays alive, then you can go for the copy, but no, the card broke my idea. Alright. I'll be honest, I think we are losing this one, but we'll give him, you know, a good fight. Basically, a good fight. Not a good draw. We needed something way better. Alright, so on the next turn we are losing Jace. If we cast this, don't think we can block with it. They have full hand of Fading Hopes, basically. I actually should care what they discarded. I think it was Flow. Still, I could draw some cards with this, right? I honestly think we need to mill him, man. But I cannot imagine the world where we are getting another Jace. Okay, let's go like this and see what happens. I need better answers, I think. This will be hard, man. I don't see a way to win this game, to be absolutely honest. With all the new cards, they will have at least 2 to 4 counter spells. And I cannot go so high, especially with this pressure. Alright, so Get Lost is good. You need to basically split good cards. Alright, No More Lies and Get Lost are good cards. Quick Start is okay, Archangel Elspeth and Lockdown are really bad. Get Lost is probably not doing it. And if we... like, we get a 3-3 instead of a 2-2 probably, but it will get Fading Hope, so it shouldn't matter. They can only play 1 counter spell because there's no Jin in the board, so they don't get the discount. Yep, alright, I'm fine with this one. I'm kinda fine with this one. We can still try to Helix this, but guys, honestly, I don't think we'll get another chance. With this, they actually need to kill us soon. Not super soon, but you know, kinda soon. Oh man, they will draw so many cards. This will deal 20 damage easily. They cannot answer it, but they can Fading Hope in response. It doesn't make sense because the Scry is wasted then. Wow. Wow. Have you seen this one? This seems very random. Listen, I'm going with it, but that means we probably just lost. Oh boy, what a fight! Okay, I'll be honest, I never expected defabricating my Jace play. That's alright. Okay, so they want to you know, cycle basically everything. Yeah, that kinda makes sense. It's good again. So it seems they will go against, you know, they're trying to build against Jace a little bit because they know that that's how they usually lose. I think that was a great game. You know, we lost, but I think we tried our best. Maybe I should go more aggressive, but against Mono Blue we don't have good matchups. They're just control with way more counter spells than us. Alright guys, going first, I kinda like this hand. We are definitely overdoing 5 drops a little bit, but other than this, We should be fine. Let's start with the coast, just to make sure. We can draw 3 fast lands in a row, you know? Our opponent is super red. Oh my god, he tricked me. He's not red at all. Alright. You know what? Intrude on the mind can be really good. Alright, so, okay. Well, this will be interesting. However, we have Get Lost, and man, I'm really happy we have Get Lost. That would be so rough if we didn't. Alright, this is probably quick stab. Like, I really want to hit this Elspeth to, you know, keep building pressure. And we need to remove creatures when they appear, basically. Another hive. Are you serious? Well, this will be rough. Alright, let's draw some cards. Oh no, I have the land. Man, I have to say, I'm really good at Magic. So they cannot protect it really. I think we can go Elspeth on this turn. Just because we can start getting value. And even though it will die, the Elspeth is set up for the next turns, right? So when we lock down, we already get basically the advantage. And you know, we force them to pay 1 life. That's fun. Alright, they will probably play more creatures into the board as well, right? Perfect. This will man, I really need the land. If I hit a land, they wouldn't be able to protect it. You know what? You know what? I think we can work with this. Oh no, I don't have the right mana. I wanted double Lightning Helix, but I don't have, you know, I have blue land. Alright, that's unfortunate. Alright, I think this might get rough. This might get rough. Alright, I think we kinda need to endure this 1 turn. I wanted to make a play that I cannot make. And I just realized after I already blast, so lockdown just got worse because I killed my own token. So I kinda need to work with it, you know? Yeah, I expected this card. So if I target it, it probably will get better for him. But you know what? Let's try. Let's try. It shouldn't be able to kill us already. And they have 2 chorus mana here. They will be able... Oh wow. Okay, I have to say, this was way easier than I expected. Man, I'm just, you know, big braining the next 3 turns, and he just scoops. I guess he didn't have protection spells, and that means that's lost. We won without the lockdown even, man. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this peek into the future of Standard, and I'll tell you, maybe it's Intrude on the Mind because that's one of the main new cards that we are using, but man, this deck felt so great to play with. And also the Archangel Elspeth together with Jace really feels this nice 4 mana spot very nicely. That gives you also win cons. I went with Chandra instead of the 3rd Jace. You can play both basically, but I like Chandra. Like, she's great, and it gives you, you know, the way to burn your opponent. So even though it's a 1 card, it gives you the whole game plan of burning your opponent, because when you play her and start helixing, like, man, everything gets doubled, and then you use all the loyalty to burn your opponent fully. So you have additional way to close the game that they don't really expect, because when they see, you know, any control deck, they are just ignoring damage basically. But with this deck, you can punish it. So I honestly like this deck. I think it's great. I actually prefer this version over the, you know, current cookie cutter of, you know, Memory de Zurgo and this kind of stuff. Like, this felt cooler by far. So I hope you enjoyed it. Tell me in the comments if you want more rotation proof builds, because, you know, for me it's a win-win, because I enjoy making decks. I enjoy, you know, thinking about new cards and all this stuff. So if you like it, and of course it's very practical because soon we will have to use them, maybe you can just make more of them. Like, I'm down for it, but it's all about you guys. So I hope you had a great fun. Oh, and if you care about score, you have seen all the games, literally all of the games. So we went 3 wins, 1 loss, so I'll take it. Thank you for watching as always, you are absolutely amazing, and see you guys tomorrow!